the slides. So if you'd like, first of all, welcome. We're so glad you're here joining us today. At the bottom of the slide, just some directional information. This link at the bottom, the bit.ly at the bottom, PAC info 2023 is case sensitive, but that will take you directly to these slides. And within these slides are specific links to various informations. This QR code will also take you to these slides if you'd like to follow along as we go.
And I just added that to the chat.
Oh, and I think from what I understand about team, the people when they join the meeting, the chat shows them what's been sent even from the beginning of the meeting.
Oh, great.
So with Zooms, you used to have to like send it as people join, but I think you should be able to see everything from the chat. All right. I am Teresa Goodnight. I am Parker Academic Center's TD Catalyst teacher.
And I'm Lucy Bovey. I'm the LITD Magnet Coordinator, and you're looking right at your LITD Magnet team here at the Learning Immersion Talent Development Charles H. Parker Academic Center.
So today, for our norms, if you just keep your microphone muted to reduce background noise and use the chat box as we go to make comments, ask questions, and share your thoughts. We're a small group, so we're happy to answer questions as we go.
We're going to give some brief introductions about ourselves, give you a little bit of background information about our school, a general overview of what the LITD Magnet program has to offer, the themes that we explore here, as well as some more information about applying for the lottery within the CMS school choice. And I did add that website as well to the chat.
So if you wouldn't mind in the chat, or you can unmute and tell us, what is your child's name and grade next year? How did you hear about Parker Academic Center, and anything else you'd like for us to know? And I'll give you just a second to do that.
Hi, so I guess I'll start. My son's name is Sebastian Pardo. He is a third grader currently in Valentine Elementary. I have a big gap between children. So my eldest one, who just graduated from Duke, went to formerly Behringer. So I guess this is the same. So that's, I knew about that, and learning from the tumbles that we did with him being gifted and being identified later on. We wanted to make sure that we did that with my little one early on. Mm-hmm. So he was identified gifted, I want to say in first grade. So I've been waiting sort of to figure out the best route for him to go there. So I know that based on my prior child and through the identification the school did here this year.
That's great to know. What's your older son's name?
Pardo, last name, first name Natalia.
Okay, but Miss Bobby and I have both been here a long time. I was wondering if I would recognize his name.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's years. He is 22 now, but he changed his name. So, you know, now he goes by Nicholas. But yeah, he went there, he finished there, and he had a full scholarship at Duke. So having this program for him was significantly important. So I want to make sure that I do the right thing for the second one, if it is the right thing for him as well.
Great. Awesome. So glad to hear that. And I see in the chat, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that name off the first right off the bat.
Yeah, there is this is me, like Ilangovan. My daughter name is Guhanetra. She's going to 4th grade, and if she comes to your school, she might be 4th grade.
Okay. And how did you hear about Parker?
Parker, I have a couple of friends in our community, so they're all going to Parker since 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Good to hear. Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, and I have some questions. Maybe I can ask later after everybody finishes. Yeah. Yeah.
It would be great if you if we can go through some information first, and then your questions may be answered by the information that we share. And then if you still have questions, we'd be happy to answer them.
Sure, sure. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Ready?
Sure. Let's go. So I'm Lucy Bobey. I primarily serve 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade TD classes here, as well as the whole school community. It's kind of a joint effort between Miss Goodnight and myself. These are my girls. I have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, Matilda and Juliet. This is what occupies all of my time. I'm a proud ECU pirate. That kind of translates to my passion for teaching like a pirate. I'm really passionate about education and really excited. This is my 16th year here. I've been at Parker Academic Center for 15 years. So you're good. Yep. So that's just a little bit background information about myself.
And I'm Teresa Goodnight. As I said, I'm the TD Catalyst teacher, and I primarily serve kindergarten through second grades. I have been here for 14 years. Miss Bowie and I used to be next door neighbors when we were both class teachers, and it's a great partnership between us now working in this role. My husband and I are both unicorns, we are both from Charlotte. We were both born and raised in Charlotte and have stayed. You can see my hooligans. I have Acadia is 11 and Samuel is 8, and then our puppy Chance. All right. And Miss Range might be popping on in a little bit. I know she was in meetings this morning already. She has been here for 12 years. I hope you're seeing a trend here that we have really good teacher retention. We have many teachers that have been here for a very long time. But being here for 12 years, she has been the Central One Learning Community Principal of the Year in 2020. And she has a high school senior this year who will be going to college next year. That's her son and her family. Also, you want to do Miss Graham, Miss Bobby?
Sure. Yes, and going along with that trend, Miss Graham has been here for 9 years. She was in the classroom, and last year was her first year as AP. Mm-hmm. She's brought a lot of joy to our staff, like brought the morale. She does positive office referrals, always trying to do great things around here. She has a little guy who's 2. Well, you know what? Jackson turned 3. We got to update this. Yes. And if you come to her office, you will see some red. She's a proud Georgia fan. So that's just a little bit about Miss Grimm. We're really lucky to have our admin staff. Did you say somebody was here?
Miss Graham is popping in.
Perfect timing. That's hilarious.
Miss Graham, perfect timing. We're introducing you.
Oh, okay.
And we said we got to update this slide because Jackson is no longer 2.
Yeah, he's 3.
Yes.
So I'm Miss Graham. I'm the assistant principal here at PAC. This is my 2nd year as AP. I've also taught here. I taught 3rd grade and Horizons at PAC as well. So this is the only school I've been at in Charlotte since I moved from Georgia. So that says a lot about our school. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I love it here.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks so much for jumping in.
You're welcome.
Perfect timing.
All right, so just a few nuts and bolts about our school. Our school hours are 9:15 to 4:15. Students can arrive anywhere between 8:45 and 9:15. I looked this number up yesterday. As of yesterday, we have 482 students. About half of those students come from the magnet program. Our magnet program serves primarily the blue and green transportation zones, and we can talk more about transportation zones when we get to the CMS choice information. This is a very important point. We have 2 learning immersion classes, so 2 magnet classes on each grade level for kindergarten, 1st and 2nd, and 2 talent development or TD classes in grades 3 through 5. So those the remaining numbers of our students are in other classes as well. Trying to keep up with my notes. We have 5 special area classes. We often get asked, do we have Spanish? We do not. We, instead of, so our alternate special is our science lab, where we take science concepts and turn them into real world application with labs, with experiments, with hands-on learning. We also have the normal media center, music, art, PE. These class sizes are updated as well. These are our averages for our LI and TD classes. And each of our classroom or our hallways have something called a B3, brain, body, and behavior pathway. And as you can see, it's a place for students to get out some wiggles, to take a break. From the classroom, you'll see students hopping and skipping and jumping down the halls wherever you go. Lucy, you want to do this one?
Sure. We have a culture of care here at Parker Academic Center. It comes down from our principal, Miss Range. She knows every student's name. Our teachers, we feel like one big family here. We have a strong social and emotional support. We have a school counselor with experience working with students who are gifted and everything in between. We have classrooms that are built around restorative circles. We have different curriculums like the Caring Schools curriculum. We have something new this year called Capturing Kids' Hearts, where the kids have built a social contract within morning meetings and within their classroom communities. There's a lot of different school initiatives that we use to promote positive school climate. And as you can see here, that we fully embrace the bee theme. We have a bee buggy. The kids can earn something we call bee bucks for positive behavior, going above and beyond. We have a bee bunch brunch where we celebrate students who are going above and beyond. And then student of the week. I mentioned the positive offers referrals earlier. And you can tell once you meet our staff that we're all in, that all of the students are ours, and we fully embrace that. Anything else you want to add, Ms. Graham? Feel free to interject anytime.
The positive, I just explain more about the positive office referral. So it's really a chance for staff to recognize all students in the building. So what happens is they write a positive office referral. Me and Ms. Range get it, and we'll call them to the office. We call the parents, let them know that they're doing a good job, and then we also give them prizes. So there's some pretty good prizes. If you look behind me, that's my little prize wall. I got to buy some more because they don't wipe me out. So
that's a good problem to have.
Yes, I love it. I love calling parents. I don't like because, you know, when the principal calls, it's usually bad. We want it for the good too. So it has really helped with behavior in our schools, and I really enjoy doing it.
It's a good phone call to get from a parent, from on the parent side. Thank you.
Made a huge impact.
So this is a very special and hard-won honor for our school. Our school is a Magnet Schools of America certified national magnet school, and I believe, if I'm correct, we are one of 280 schools. Is that right, Ms. Boobs? One of only 280 schools in the country with this distinction. So 2 years ago, I think we submitted an application to show how our school promotes diversity, helps close the achievement gap, integrates the LI and TD themes, and encourages parent and community involvement. We worked all year long on this process to show these the pillars of diversity, innovation, curriculum and professional development, academic excellence, leadership, and family and community partnerships. We showed how we demonstrated those pillars. And oh boy, I clicked something. Sorry.
That's okay.
And students, we believe that every student in our building benefits from and deserves this level of excellence in education. So these trends, these programs, every program that we have at our school is accessible to everyone in the building, and everything that we do is for all of our students. Even though not all of our students come in to our school through the magnet lottery, all of our students benefit from us being a magnet school.
Absolutely.
Anything else, Ms. Bobby?
Nope, I think that's perfect. Yep.
Okay.
So we're always looking for different ways to nurture what our kids are really excited about, what makes them really passionate about. So we have an active community you can see here of chess enthusiasts. This picture right here is really special because they won the first place in Worlds of Odyssey of the Mind last year. So that was amazing.
And it was an all-girl team. Girl power.
Yes. Yes. So that makes it really cool. There's different opportunities before school, sometimes during school. We try to incorporate sometime within the day, like our Battle of the Books. We understand that the kids are getting home, late, and so we try to build in some time during the day. Math Olympiad is built within the day as well. And like I mentioned, the chess team, they meet in the mornings, sometimes in school. I don't believe there's any after school for them, but we have Science Olympiad as well. Science fair. So we're really successfully, not only nationally, but now globally. What's really important here also is the friendships that these kids are able to form together, and the bonds makes it really special.
So we always get asked, what is the Learning Immersion and Talent Development Magnet Program? So just a quick overview. You'll notice that this is organized in a kind of an interesting way, and we'll get to that as we continue our presentation. But this is something called a learning map, or
thinking map. Yep.
A thinking
you're
map.
good.
Sorry, I'm just looking at learning immersion. A thinking map. It's a tree map. So these are the categories. We have a specialized gifted staff. We have a unique roles of LITD magnet coordinator and TD teacher. So a neighborhood school would not have both of our positions, but because of our magnet program, we have two specialized support staff, and a high percentage of our staff have gifted certification, and we're always looking to add to that number. So we're always looking for more opportunities to give that extra training and support that financially, so teachers don't have to pay for it themselves. So we're always looking for more opportunities and more growth for our staff. We have specialized teaching resources. So we have research-based gifted resources that are provided to teachers from the Advanced Studies Office that are specialized for our magnet programs. Teachers are trained and knowledgeable on the gifted strategies, social and emotional supports, and curriculum. We try to do a monthly TDPD to add to our teachers' professional knowledge and working knowledge so that they can continue to grow. We do use an adjusted pacing and compact curriculum. So we do use, this is getting into the weeds a little bit, but we do follow the standard curriculums that are provided by CMS, but we can adjust the pacing and adjust how many days we spend on a specific topic. If students are able to move more quickly, we can compact that curriculum into fewer days and then add on enrichment opportunities at the back end of that. All of our teaching and learning emphasizes critical and creative thinking. We do have unique support as an LITD magnet program. As I said, we do ongoing professional development for staff led by us and district level support. We have weekly collaborative planning with grade level teams. Ms. Bobby and I are very intentional about meeting with the LI and TD teachers so that we have an ongoing conversation. We also push into those classrooms so that all the students in the classroom benefit from not only our expertise, but the extra resources and the activities that we're doing. And we do have consistent support from the Advanced Studies and CMS magnet departments. That's a lot.
Right. But that's always a big question. And a lot of times people say, why should I be interested in the LITD magnet? There's so many different magnet programs. So just think about this. Does your child, what resonates here with you? Are they really eager for challenges? Are they excited about learning new things? Do you feel like they're really motivated? They want to learn more. They're curious about the world around them. They're always asking you questions. They're critical, creative thinkers, like we just mentioned. There's an emphasis in all we do on critical and creative thinking. So these are some things to keep in mind as you're picking out a magnet that's going to be the best fit for your family.
This is another thinking map. This is called a double bubble, and it's one of my favorites. As you can see, we have the K2 learning immersion and the 3-5 talent development. There are things that are alike about those in the center. We do, as I said, have collaborative planning with not only the grade level does collaborative planning where the grade levels working together to plan instruction every week, but we push into those planning meetings so that we can offer our expertise, offer our ideas. We have ongoing conversations about how we can best meet our students' needs. We do have, again, the gifted certified teachers that provide enrichment beyond grade level curriculum. That's another distinction between an LITD magnet and a neighborhood school in that students are in a more homogeneous classroom setting with a gifted certified or experienced teacher who's able to provide that enrichment all day long in every lesson. So we are only one person, obviously. Ms. Bobby and I are only two people, so we can't be in every classroom at every time, but we empower our teachers to provide that enrichment and rigor to challenge our students and to meet their needs. Entry, so the learning immersion and talent development programs, you do have entry through the Magnet Lottery, and both of these programs support the needs of gifted learners. So on the K2 side of things, in our learning immersion program, we have 2 LI classes per grade level in kindergarten, first and second. And this is a nurturing environment for bright students and builds advanced thinking. I'm going to go ahead and answer a question that I think will be coming. You do not have to be gifted certified to be in one of these K2 learning immersion classes. There is a requirement. There is a requirement on the 3-5 to choose Parker Academic Center for your student in the Magnet Lottery. They do have to have that gifted certification, and we can get into logistics of that as we go. But K2 does not have that requirement. 3-5 does have that requirement.
Right, and you will get an error message if you try.
Gotcha.
You don't have that certification.
And as we said, there's 2 TD classes per grade level and 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades for gifted certified students. And instruction in 3-5 is centered around big ideas, concepts, theme development, and making generalizations. Again, that create critical and creative thinking. Anything to add there?
I think that's great.
Okay. All right, that's a lot of information on one slide.
Right. Yes, and if there's any other questions, another thing about if they do not have current gifted certification, if they were not in CMS before, we can get gifted testing through Mr. Hiroshige through the district level, but you'll just have to let us know about that separately, and we'll be happy to help you.
I think that's on our slides later on.
Perfect. Yep.
Yep.
So something else really unique about our school, we're the only elementary school in all of CMS to offer the Horizons program here. This is a separate application. This is nothing to do with the TD program. The Horizons program is for students who are in need of drastic acceleration. They're working at a minimum of 2 grade levels above in all subject areas. They have strong academic consistent data in all subject areas showing at the 98th and 99th percentile of achievement. So their EOG from the prior year or their MAP data, that kind of thing. That's what we look for. They are in class and their needs are not being adequately met even in a TD classroom. That's when we know that the Horizons program might be the right fit for them. It's served here at Parker Academic Center in grades K-5. It continues on at Randolph, and there is a program that continues at East Meck. The application window just opened yesterday, actually. If you do want more information about the program in general, I'm happy to help you. I taught in the Horizons program for 11 years, but also there's more information if you follow this website, and if you want more information about the application process itself, it's there, and you would follow up with the TD teacher at your school in order to apply for that. We will have some in-person open houses where you can visit those classrooms as well.
All right, so a little bit more about the LITD magnet themes. These are the 4 E's, as we call them, and every LITD school has these 4 E's. They look a little bit different at each school and how they are
implemented.
How they are used, how they are
Yep.
implemented. Thank you, that's the word.
Yep.
I need to keep drinking my coffee.
Yes. Cheers. So for the first time last spring, all of the 6 LITD magnet schools within CMS participated in something really unique called the 4 E's exhibition. They engaged in a Socratic smackdown where they experienced a PTA seminar to like a higher degree. They engaged in hands-on equations for math in a competition. They had a trivia battle to be enriched, and they explored their strengths with a PBL to do some STEM. So this was just a really fun event. We're trying to get more collaboration among the 6 LITD schools within the district, and you can see how much fun our kids were having here.
It's a fun group.
Yeah.
These are just some pictures from that. These are all the kids from all the schools. All of the 6 LITD schools brought students.
We each brought 20. Yeah.
The Jeopardy board. This is the Socratic Smackdown. So you can see the students participating. The students in the back circle are observing. And so it's a double Socratic Smackdown. This is an example of the hands-on equations that were happening. This is the STEM challenge. and some of our students before the event. It was a fun event for us.
Yes. Okay. So our students are enriched. Or sorry, is this yours, Teresa?
Nope. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So we're constantly infusing innovation, creativity, critical thinking, communication, problem solving. You see over there, they're playing chess. They experienced this in a math competition. There's a STEM activity they were doing here for Quadratic Quest. You want to keep going?
Yep.
Some of the extracurricular activities, we have an abundance here that we offer, and it's really exciting that we've been able to bring a lot of these back since the beginning of COVID. You can see our Battle of the Books team here. They build enthusiasm for reading. Like I mentioned before, we have a lot of chess enthusiasts. We have kids who love science, that love to participate in Science Olympiad, opportunities for running for boys and girls, math competitions, and a lot of different leadership opportunities as well.
Yes.
Many of the extracurricular activities are for 3rd through 5th grades. Odyssey of the Mind is available for kindergarten through 2nd grade, but and chess is as well.
And the other thing to consider is that students have to choose which one or two they would like to do.
Right.
It is not possible for students to do all of them. So it is something to consider to choose a couple that would be possible for them, but probably not all of them. Here's some more pictures. We had a great competition for Science Olympiad last year. We went really, as you said, we went to the World Championship for Odyssey of the Mind. Our National Elementary Honor Society made sandwiches, and they chose the service project that they would do last year. And then these are our 3rd graders who participated in Mathapalooza, which is a 3rd grade math competition, a district level math competition that 3rd graders get to participate in. Lots of opportunities. So we also work to engage all students with meaningful, authentic, collaborative experiences that foster a love of learning, academics, social, and emotional growth. We are looking for each student's growth. I know some schools are looking to be the best or to push their students the highest, but based on our experiences with gifted students, we would like to have a well-rounded approach to enriching our students, engaging with our students, to make sure that they have academics and social and emotional, and making sure that they are well-rounded humans. So we have all of our students participate in we have a school-wide spelling bee. Students are able to participate in PAC TV, which is our student-run announcements. Students get to present their learning in a variety of ways, and we love to celebrate. We love to celebrate students' learning. We had a great book character parade last Friday. So we love to celebrate and love to celebrate our students.
And I was going to say, Miss Miller, I see your little guy there. Is there anything, feel free if you'd like to interject. I know it's nice to hear from the parents as well.
Nope, I will say they
No
love
pressure.
all of these events. They like.
Yes,
So
I think that's important to hear.
Our 4th grade team as a whole worked together to do a poetry slam to extend plain old poetry writing in 4th grade to make it a collaborative experience for their whole grade level. We look for opportunities. This was is it ASC? The ASC came in with the dancing drums.
Arts and Science Council.
Arts and Science Council, there you go. We look for ways to expose our students to the historically Black colleges and universities. We're looking to ignite passions with look at this great booster pack rocket launcher. And this was a cool project last year. This is a bottle. It was a bottle head project. So students started with a 2-liter bottle, and they added onto it with a variety of materials. It was fascinating to see what everybody used to turn their bottles into people, into characters from history. Okay. So as you've seen on some of our slides already, we look for ways to incorporate thinking maps into our school. In every subject, it gives our school a common visual language for learning and encourages critical and creative thinking. This is the third year that Miss Bobby and I have been trained in thinking maps, and we are realizing how much, as you can see, how helpful it is to deepen our understanding, to show what we're thinking and what we know. Our goal this year is to learn how to write off of the map. So not only organize our thinking with our thinking maps, but learn to express our thoughts and our learning based on the organization from the thinking map. So here's just a couple examples. This is a circle map. We've got some flow maps happening, some double bubbles.
And it just becomes really natural after you're using it for so long. And that's what we're seeing with kindergarteners up through fifth graders. Yep. Everybody can use them.
Yep. And it can apply to any subject. And it really helps students organize their thinking.
Yes, that's a common visual language.
We do have, oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
So we are able to empower all students through rigorous curriculum and higher level instruction based on best practices of gifted education. My favorite thing to say about curriculum is that you can have books on any shelf, but the training and the experience of teachers knowing how to apply these resources into their classroom learning is the most invaluable part, which is why we emphasize the professional learning so much, because we can have a classroom, any school can have a bookshelf full of books, but it's knowing how to use those to have the best yield, to have the best results is so important. This is another PTA seminar. Students are participating inside the circle and outside the circle. This is a student-led discussion where they're sharing their drawing conclusions together. They're really digging deep into the topics and the concepts. These are just a small taste of some of the instructional strategies that we use. We do have, like every CMS school, we have a 1-to-1 technology ratio, but we don't rely on that exclusively. We have quite a few other opportunities for students to deepen their understanding of information. We do a lot of collaborative work outside the box, thinking, as you can see, presenting their learning in a variety of ways, exploring their learning in a variety of ways. All right, we are also an AVID school. AVID helps students develop academic habits early by learning organization, study habits, communication, self-advocacy, and it gives a variety of opportunities for college and career after graduation. I love this because I can go into any classroom and say, take out your blue folder, and everyone knows what I mean. So it's again, that common language that helps students stay organized, helps teachers stay organized, and it gives students opportunities beyond our classrooms, gives them something to aspire to as we think of our college and career opportunities after graduation.
The next E is explore. So our scholars are able to explore what really intrigues them, what they're really passionate about, what excites them. And yesterday we actually started our enrichment elective. So all 6 of the LITD schools do something called enrichment electives, where all of the 3rd through 5th graders get to pick something that they're really interested in, and they're led by the 3rd through 5th grade teachers. So for example, yesterday we had chess going on in one room. We had Wizarding World of Harry Potter doing the Sorting Hat. We had kids learning how to be fashion designers. There was one room where they were building Lego cities. There's a variety of things that we offer that they get really excited about, and they're learning while they're having fun, and they're also getting to meet other students from all around the school. So they're really high interest experiences.
I would love to add that this is one of our goals this year, Miss Bobby's and I. One of our goals as the magnet team was to invite community involvement in this process, and we're really excited. We have 3 new electives that are being taught by community volunteers. So over the summer, we kind of put out a feeler. What are you interested in? What is your expertise? What could you share with our students? And we had some parents that answered the call with a lot of enthusiasm, and we're just so grateful to get to expand to inviting families in to present their expertise. So I'm very excited to have to open that up to families this year. So just
it was so cool, and then they're hearing from somebody else too. They made pinch bowls with clay. Yeah,
it was really cool.
Yeah.
So these are just a few examples of some of the different electives. The list is always changing every year. We have a long list. I think we have a list of like 35 options for teachers and presenters to choose from, and teachers can choose. Teachers have also created electives. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter was created by a teacher, and we work with them to flesh it out and work it into 6 sessions. We often have more than we could actually do in 6 sessions. It's 6 sessions in the fall and 6 sessions in the spring. Students get to choose 2 different ones each year. It made my heart so happy. We had a student who's a 5th grader this year, and he's been wanting to do Chefs in the Making since he was a 3rd grader, and he finally got it this year. And it's so great to see. My favorite thing is I get to work with these students as kindergartners when they first enter our school, and then as they grow, I get to see them all the way. I get to work with them all the way until they're 5th graders. So that's one of the students has been here since kindergarten, and getting to see him as a 5th grader. All right. Yeah, really neat. I love that part of my job. Here's just a few pictures of some different opportunities. We like to really get in there. We moved desks and tables, and made a yoga studio, filled up a whole classroom with Lego cities. We had a jump rope. We have a basketball elective going this session, so they'll be outside. Up here you have Quidditch from Harry Potter. Chefs in the Making is a very popular one. We have a full room for that one too. Everybody likes
using the kiln yesterday. We had young inventors going on. So much cool stuff.
I'm going to skip this for now.
Yeah, that's just a video. Like, you do have the link if you want to go back to that, but
we love to empower our students. These are some leadership and community outreach opportunities. I love how student-led these are. They may need an adult to help them facilitate their ideas, but like this pet supply drive, the food drives, we really follow our students' passions, looking to give back to the community, looking for ways to lead as student leaders. We have, again, the PAC TV. We have buddy classes where older classes will adopt a younger class, and they'll do activities with them throughout the year, building those relationships. We haven't had our therapy dogs. I haven't seen any this year, but there are some therapy dogs that come to visit so students can read to them. Down at the bottom, you'll see some student ambassadors. If you come for a tour, our student ambassadors give tours of the school when we have our open houses and have other opportunities for them to lead. Whew. We're getting close to the end.
Yes.
So as we said, the gifted identification is a prerequisite for rising 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders at all LITD schools. Like Ms. Wobbe said, you will get an error message if your student is not already certified. But down here at the bottom is the email address to email. If you are not currently at a CMS school, you can email kenneth1.hiroshige. And he can arrange for testing for you. That does not need to happen for kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd graders. Only if your student would be a rising 3rd, 4th, and 5th grader. You do not need that certification for kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd. All CMS 2nd graders are screened for gifted identification. It's a multi-tiered process. It's very comprehensive, formal and informal assessment opportunities. It's not based on just one test. The COGAT map are the formal opportunities like the GRS is a gifted rating scale done by the 1st grade teacher, and we have portfolio opportunities for students. We know some students don't test well, but they have the the academic ability to show their learning in a different way.
And we do a data review in 4th and 5th grades as well to see if any other certifications may be there.
Yep. So here is the magnet lottery, the CMS choice information. So in order to apply to the CMS, the lottery, you would start here at cmschoice.org, this link or this QR code. Just some dates to keep in mind. Students needed to be enrolled by September 12th. The last day that was the start.
Right.
New student enrollment
By
begins
November
September
13th.
12th, and by November 13th, your student needs to be enrolled as a CMS student, and that information is on the CMS website. The lottery runs from November 27th through December 29th. These are updated dates. There were earlier dates at the very beginning of the year, and these dates have shifted. So these are the correct dates. Do keep in mind that the lottery closes every day at 10 p.m. so that the site can update or reset or something. It is only available until 10 p.m. every day. But you complete the lottery there, and then you will receive results directly from the from CMS Choice in January, sometime mid-January. And after that, you would complete a request for a reassignment if for whatever reason. And in February, schools can begin processing the wait list. So lots of information there. We have the ability to look up your student's PIN number if you have their student ID number. If you can email us, or we can help you get their PIN number. Anything else there, Ms. Bobby?
No, I think those are the important dates. Yeah, the sibling guarantee. And I was gonna try and give Miss Miller a chance if she wanted to tell anything to the parents just from a testimonial perspective, or I know it's a little bit different virtually. Typically, we'd have a parent stand up to talk a little bit. It's up to you, Miss Miller, if you'd like to say anything else.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna try to join on camera. My network keeps going in and out. Hi. So this is our 3rd year at Parker. My child loves Parker. Every single day is so excited to get to school. So we have nothing but good things to say about it. I'm the PTA president this year, so I'm in and out of the school a lot. I feel like a lot of the teachers know me.
In a good way.
Yeah. No, I think the teachers are great. Like they were talking about, everyone's been there a long time. We have had nothing but good experiences there. I mean, if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer them from a parent perspective. But yeah, we've been very happy at Parker, and